today's video, we are testing out some new e.l.f. products. Y'all know how much I absolutely love e.l.f. Their blushers, their foundation, their concealers, like pretty much everything that e.l.f. sells is like perfect in my opinion. So today they did send over some of their brand new putty bronzers as well as the new acne fighting putty primer to test out, to try out. Of course, I did use my favorite e.l.f. Camo CC cream, and as far as the eye look and everything, that is going to be in a separate video with my Gerard Cosmetics palette. These are amazing. Anyways, friends, before we jump into the video, if you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Rhonda, and over here, we're always embracing the hot mess because it's a judgment-free, drama-free, stress-free zone where we sit back, relax, play in makeup, review makeup, do all the things with makeup, and remember, guess what, come here. At the end of the day, it's just makeup, it washes off, and it's not that serious. We keep it cute, or put it on mute. Let's go ahead and jump on in. The sass is strong. Buckle up. Okay, so there will be a future video going up where I did a like PR unboxing, and y'all will see the e.l.f. the PR from e.l.f. So let's go ahead and go over everything. So they are releasing the new putty bronzers. These are $6. They are in 3 shades, so light, medium, and deep. Then we have the original poreless putty primer, which I did a whole is it a dupe or just a waste of money on this primer. It is good for the price, and in that video I actually tested it out with multiple different foundations for like a week straight almost, or at least 4 days, 3 days, whatever. And I did like it. One thing I did notice is I did start to break out. That is why I'm excited for the new primer that they did just release. It is coming with a brush as well, so we will test that out. Don't worry, I will be cleaning the brush. But this brush is a putty primer applicator, and the nice thing about this is it has like a little scoop. So instead of me being me and digging my finger right into it, because I did some B-rolls or whatever they're called, you can actually use the brush. And on the other side, it's so you can like pounce the primer into your skin. So we will try that out. I'll be honest with you all, when I used the other poreless putty primer, I just went in with my finger, warmed it up, and then pressed it in. So I am quite curious to see how this will work. I am going to go ahead and pair it with my favorite e.l.f. camo. This is the CC cream. Let's go ahead and get into this. So a little information about this new putty primer. It is the $9, and it's a clean formula with a potent punch of 1.8% salicylic acid. Helps to prevent the development of new acne while smoothing skin for prep for makeup. So that is what I'm really excited about, because as I was telling you all, the original poreless putty primer, I noticed like after a week and a half of using it, I did start to break out using that one. So I'm happy because salicylic acid is absolutely wonderful on my skin. So I am going to go ahead and just scoop some with this, like so. I don't want to go in with too much, but I am going to go ahead and warm it up in my fingers just because, you know, old habits die hard. And I'm just going to go ahead and press it in the T-zone, and then floof it out with the brush. And I'll just have this as my primer. Y'all know how much I love the e.l.f. Puff Puff primer. Y'all, this is like $8. I love it. If you have large pores such as myself, this is definitely going to be a primer that I think you will enjoy. I'm thinking you probably could pair them both really nice. I am going to try and just do a little bit, just to try. Why not, you know? Just to help with those larger pores. I know less is more, but have you met me? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply my foundation, and just out of curiosity, I'm just gonna go ahead and then blend it in with this brush as well. I'm just gonna put a couple pumps on the back of my hand and dot it around, and then I'm gonna just blend it out with this brush. Okay, so the shade that I did use is in the medium 375 neutral, which again you'll see over time that it will match perfect with my sunless tanner. Y'all were so right about that Isle of Paradise in the BoxyCharm box for June. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Okay, so as far as the foundation with this primer, I would assume it's going to play very nicely, and it does seem to. The CC cream is a really good hydrating type of, well, it says CC cream, but I say foundation. So if you are looking for a good foundation that is very good amount of coverage with a good hydration property to it and affordable, definitely consider checking that out. I don't know if I really honestly noticed anything as far as like my pores looking different, but there's no peeling up or anything like that. I am going to just go ahead, jump off and do the rest so we can jump into applying our bronzer. Okay, so as far as concealer goes, I did use my Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape, and then I did set just my under eyes with some of my Pat McGrath under eye powder in the shade Light. So moving over to the bronzers, the light one that's called Tan Lines, I feel like it'll probably be too light for me just from the swatches that I did. So I am gonna just jump in and try out the shade called Bronzed Belle, and if I need to mix them I will. I mean, these are so affordable that, I mean, why not? As far as this brush goes, I did go ahead and blend out not only my foundation but my concealer as well, and used it as a stippling brush, and it worked perfect. It was absolutely beautiful. So I am gonna just go ahead and use this for my bronzer, because to be honest with you all, anytime I use any of my cream bronzers or what have you, I normally use my Luxie 504 large angled brush, which is perfect, and I feel like they're pretty doggone close minus the angle. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it like so. Now as far as the consistency goes on this bronzer, it's definitely a lighter, like I say that and then it looks so pigmented, but it's definitely, do you see how it shears out? So it's a lighter buildable type of bronzer, which I do really like, and especially when you're going for more of like a not a super full coverage type of look with your makeup. I just like to kind of press it into the skin like so. I feel like I'm not having any types of issues doing any type of the blending or anything as far as that goes, and I think the shade is absolutely perfect. I feel like the light will look great on Hailey. You know how fair skinned my oldest is, so I think that'll look pretty on her. I am absolutely loving this brush. So it does say that these are highly pigmented, they blend into the skin for a nice sun-kissed type of glow, and I'm gonna have to agree with that. I think everything blended in perfectly, and it definitely does give you that radiant type of glow. I'm gonna jump off, I'm gonna finish the rest of my face. I'm also filming a look using some of the new C-Color Cosmetics palettes that they did send over in PR as well. So I'm doing it 2 for 1, multitasking mama here, and it's not even Monday. Ooh. All right friends, so I am back with my full face. If you are curious about what is on my eyes, this palette, it's literally going to cost you like $6 or $7 over at C-Color Cosmetics. This is the SF palette. They just released 3 different palettes. This is what is on my eyes. That's it. That's the only eyeshadow that is on my eyes today, and there is a full dedicated video with this palette. I'll be coming back playing around with these other 2 palettes. If you are interested in picking this up so you can, like, you know, be ready, be prepared to like follow along on how I created this look, check out C-Color Cosmetics and use code HOTMESS10 to save yourself 10% at checkout. And if you do use that code, thank you, it is an affiliate code, so I greatly appreciate it. All right, let's talk about my thoughts on these e.l.f. products. First of all, let's talk about this brush. I really like it. I told you all, I love the fact that it's a multi-functional type of brush. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not for sure what the price is on it. It's not in the PR box, but with that being said, it is e.l.f. and you get everything really affordable over there. So anyways, definitely would recommend this. I'll be honest with you, when it comes to the scooping, I probably, because I'm so used to just going in with my finger, I may not use that side as much. Plus, I like to warm everything up and then apply it. I mean, in all honesty, when it comes to my concealers, I actually apply it with my finger and push it in, and then I'll go back over with a brush and then a sponge to pick up any extra. As far as this acne fighting putty primer goes, I love the fact that there is salicylic acid in there, which is great if you suffer with any type of acne. I myself do still suffer with adult acne at 43 years old. It's been a little bit better. I think just sloughing off my skin and exfoliating has really helped. But I will say, when it comes to especially my nose and my chin, I just have really congested pores there. That's where I have really large pores. I can tell you all that this played absolutely nicely, beautifully with the e.l.f. Camo CC foundation. Of course, I'll try it out with some other ones. I don't know if I noticed a huge difference as far as that went when it came to this. I think that it's something that I'm gonna have to come back and talk to y'all about more. But what I can tell you, the Putty Bronzers, amazing. I absolutely love them. $6, you can't beat it. And the shade that is on my face today is the Bronze Belle, and I feel like it was perfect. I was able to build this up very beautifully, very nicely. It is very pigmented. It's a very like soft type of formula, not waxy whatsoever. In all honesty, I pulled my Tower 28 Bronzinos because the formula kind of reminds me of the way that this feels. You know what I mean? Like really lightweight, that really pretty radiance type of feel to it. You all know I talk about my Fenty Beauty bronzer a lot. Now, when it comes to this formula, the Fenty Beauty formula, I feel like has a little bit more like opacity to it. I feel like if you're wanting more of that glam type of look, you're gonna want that. But if you're wanting soft, natural, beautiful, this very similar to Tower 28 in my opinion, of the way it feels consistency wise. Now of course I haven't put them up against each other, but that beautiful like radiant glow that you get with the Tower 28, that's what I'm feeling this e.l.f. is like. It's very similar to that. One thing I wanted to mention is I did my swatches legitimately almost 2 hours ago, y'all. Y'all saw the flannel pajamas that I had on that were constantly rubbing. Yeah. Now here's what I did when I applied, before I applied these, I had actually put the primer on, which you guys would have seen that in like the demo of me like rubbing everything out. So as far as longevity, making your makeup stay, I'm gonna definitely say, if that's what you're looking for here, you're gonna get that with the primer. That was complete and utter by accident. I did not plan it that way, but I went and I changed and I'm like, are you flipping kidding me? That's still on my arm? So I would say that both these pair beautifully together as well. Anyways, if you are curious about what is on my lips, I do have my Gerard Cosmetics. This is the Sugar and Spice lip liner Between the Sheets lipstick. It is like a really nice kind of like peachy neutral shade. And then of course my Bougie gloss in Buttercream. I call it Bougie because it lights up. I don't know if you all can see the light, but it lights up and I just feel really bougie. Like, how many people can say they have lip glosses that have lights in there? Like, I can't find my keys. I got you, girl. I got you. Here you go. Dig around. I got you. Yeah, okay. And nobody does that. Only me. Anyways. As far as the bronzer, I did go in with my e.l.f. Sun-Kissed Powder Bronzer. And then my blush, as much as I love my e.l.f. blushers, y'all, like, I literally keep... oh, they'll drop it, the whole stack sitting right next to me because that's typically the blush that I grab for. But I'm still madly in love with my Blink palette. This is a Glow Getter face palette. If y'all have picked it up, do you love it as much as I do? Because this is amazing. I always mix these three blushers together and then these three highlighters together. So that is my blush, that is my highlight, and everything else I'll just try and remember to link down below for y'all. Gerard Cosmetics does have a sale coming up for Christmas in July. I want to say it's starting July 8th. If that's the case, check my link down below. My coupon code will not work, but 51% off everything. This is one I always recommend to stock up on the Clean Canvas Eye Base. Any of these little minis, which are the setting sprays. My coupon code will not work, so check my link down below. Anywho, don't forget to check me out on my second channel, Hot Mess Mama Vlogs, for some plus size curvy girl fashion hauls. My top is from Skims. If you are curious, I'll try and remember to link it down below for y'all as well. Don't forget, follow me over on TikTok, Instagram, and until next time, as always, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Mwah! Bye!